Hey y'all, I am taking a drive and I thought I'd take you guys with me. There is absolutely nothing going on. If you can look around me, see how it looks like it's glowing? Smoking. I'm in the parking garage of my building where I live. So this commute takes about 27 minutes. So I may not be on the whole time. So I wanted to find out if you guys have been checking out my my recent uploads. I've kind of scheduled things. So I did a lot, but I've got things scheduled to be released going into 2021. My favorite right now is what you're meant to do. I love that. It's going to the Joseph Dwayne Albert Foundation page on Facebook, and it's under that one, JD Foundation, under my YouTube channels. But chapter 7 is, if I'm remembering right, it's it is 7 relationships. And I really like that channel because, when you come from a cult, it's very difficult to trust people, especially people who act nice to you because you think that they're love bombing you. You don't know when people are being actually sincere. And I know for me, when I left, I had people who befriended me, but they still weren't people that I should be friends with. They were horrible people, really were, but at the time, I just wanted somebody who was nice to me, who wasn't associated with the cult. That's what I was looking for. And everybody was going to university and everything. Everybody had a job. A lot of people did not have their own apartments like I did. A lot of them still live with their parents. And there was a black couple that, I worked with the wife. They were from Chicago. And again, somebody that I should not have been friends with. But I was just trying to find my way. Honey, out here in this here world, all alone. And my roommate was Jewish, and I did not know how racist this is what I thought. When you're a victim of racism, then that makes you super, super, super kind and empathetic and, a more open-minded person. That's what I thought when you've gone through something really horrible. But I found that that's not true with everybody. So my roommate was having problems with her parents. She's Jewish. So I had my apartment, so she wanted to move in. So I said, okay, fine. We could do half the rent and stuff like that. It was horrible. One of her friends from Israel came to visit. She's in my friggin' apartment. And she says, why are you friends with her, with a black person? And my roommate says, well, at least she's pretty. Years later, one of my friends from back in the day told me that she had came looking for me. For what? A lot of people don't want you to know how they really feel. If you knew how people really felt about you, it's hard. It's hard to make relationships. It's hard to really trust somebody, especially when you know they really hate you. They really don't, or what they value in you is so superficial. You know what I'm saying? It makes it very difficult. Not really. I'm looking at the flip side. Once somebody shows you what their real values are and what they're really about, it's like a plus, because now you know where to put them in your life. You know, then you know, which is very good. Information is good to have, even if it's the kind of information that you're like, what the what? You know, if you've been watching my channel, I told you about another girl around about the same time that I was friends with, and she was a little hot mama, and she had given birth to a little girl, and she was dating this here guy, and she was treating him bad, and she was saying, yeah, find a fool, bump his head, right? Well, it's been 30 years plus, because this little girl is older than all of my kids, because when I was friends with her mom, my firstborn wasn't even a twinkle in his daddy's eye, and I sure wasn't thinking about him. We weren't dating, nothing. So this little girl she's got to be going on 40, and she's married, and she's married to the same man. I told y'all about that, didn't I? She's married to the same man that her mama said, find a fool, bump his head. Well, while she was thinking, find a fool, bump his head, and he giving her money, and he's helping to take care of this little girl, and he's looking out for the little girl, he was actually looking out for himself. He watched that. He used to change that little girl's diapers. Do you hear me? Go to the drugstore and get her prescriptions filled for ear infections and stuff like that. And this girl that he used to date is now his mother-in-law. Is now his mother-in-law. Now, you tell me, who was he the fool? If you really knew what people's intentions were, how would you feel? What would you do? That's why you got to be in the moment in this life. Everything is linear. That's what they keep telling me. Everything is linear. So the past, the future, and the present is really the same time. It's really the same time. It's the reason why people cannot get over the past, because the past is still present and the future is with us. The future is now. You know, it's what does it all mean? I don't know. All I know is figure out who you are in this whole gumbo. Figure out who you are, honey. Are you in the pot, or are you doing the cooking? Or are you the person selling the crabs, selling the sausage, selling the chicken to go into the gumbo? Who are you in this whole big thing? Because it's all happening right now. It's all happening right now, you know. Once you figure out who you are when it comes to the gumbo, then you'll know what it is that you're here to do. Some people are here to be nourishment for others. Some people are here to sell the ingredients. Are you an ingredient? Are you the seller of the ingredients? Are you the eater? Are you the person who is consuming? Who are you in relation to this gumbo? Figure that out, then you'll know. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on the freeway. I always come this way, so then I don't have to fight. I always get the light to merge onto the freeway. Woo! Sorry. Instead of having to figure it out. Right? And I just, still, these guys had the left turn signal. And, will you let me over, fucker? Thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all didn't mean to hear me say that, but goddamn, this son of a bitch. I'm not supposed to be cursing like that. Y'all are seeing me in rare form, honey. So this is me getting into the freeway. You can see the smoke is not that bad. It looks much worse from my place because I'm up high. But you know, it's no traffic right now. I think I'll be able to get over to Emma's in 10 minutes. My commute is supposed to be 27 minutes per Google Maps, but that's why I like Waves better. Waves gives me a better idea. Of what my commute time will be realistically. Google kind of gives you, you know, an average. The average commute time at this time of the day from your location to your destination. You know, but Google is not precise. Waze is more precise because it tells you about speed traps, traffic, wrecks, everything like that. So it's really, really much more of a resource than Google. But for some people, if you don't have a lot of memory, then that's a problem, you know, when you're doing Waze, because it gives you so much information. If you don't have enough data or enough memory, then that'll be a problem for Waze. So, because Google is giving you not precise information, but it's giving you, you know, a general idea of what to expect. So that's what's good about it. What's bad about it is if the big one hits, Google ain't gonna tell you that, except for maybe Google News, or if you have notifications for breaking news. But other than that, Maps is not gonna tell you that, you know, there's a crack in the freeway. It just isn't. So one thing that you can do so that you have more memory is to go to Google Photos and back up your photos and videos like this one. And you back it up to your drive, and that way you'll have more memory on your Android. Now, I don't know what the deal is with iPhone. Everybody that I know that has an iPhone or a Mac, they just complain about how unreliable it is. You know, they just say how unreliable that thing is. And for so long, while Steve Jobs was alive, everybody would say, oh, Mac this, Mac that, and it costs so much money. And I mean, so expensive. And for the amount of money that most people have paid for a MacBook, iPhone, I have 5 laptops. And I had a Windows, a notebook, you know, a tablet, all of those different things, you know. And that's not even all the laptops that I've had, because I remember when I went to Iraq, I left a laptop in Houston, and when I was coming back through in 2008, I couldn't get my laptop because it was in a shop and they weren't open because of the hurricane. Oh, a nightmare. You hear me? A total friggin' nightmare, baby. That's why I don't care if I never, ever set foot in Houston ever again. Most of the experiences that I've had in that city have been negative, frustrating, irritating, confusing. Of course, it all has to do with the cult, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. It used to be a time where, you know, there were people who were natives to a particular city or province. There would be, you know, 12 who were spiritual, and they were tapped at an early age to pray for their province, to protect it from evil, to protect it from tragedy, to pray for the leaders, to keep them safe and keep them chaste and honest and ethical and caring, and, you know, these type of things, to keep tragedy away. And that doesn't happen anymore. That doesn't happen anymore. Matter of fact, those ones that are the ones who are the spiritual guards who speak to the angels, and the angels take the messages to heaven. Those children are molested. Those children are killed. Those children are tortured. Or they just simply won't do it. They just simply won't do it. And I can always tell which ones it is. I can always tell, because they're the ones who get upset whenever I mention God, because they do not want to do their spiritual responsibilities. They don't want to. They don't want to. They want to, you know, and I can understand why. I can understand why, because they've been treated so poorly that they just turn their back on the spiritual responsibility. How are you supposed to take up the mantle and pray for people who have harmed you bodily, mentally, financially? But it's the leap that you have to make over that chasm of pain to do what it is that you were born in this world to do. It takes strength. It takes heart. It takes bravery. And a lot of people just can't make that jump. I understand, honey. Too tired to make that jump. Too hurt to make that jump. Too wounded. But that is the stuff of miracles, is it not? People who are lame get up and walk. Those that cannot see regain their sight. Those that cannot hear regain their hearing. I really believe it's spiritual. There are people that have been spiritually crippled. Spiritually, they've had their eyes put out. Spiritually, they've had their legs their ability to walk spiritually in this world upright has been removed from them. But they can be healed. Their faith can heal them if they believe. If they believe, they can be healed. You can cross that, you can jump over that chasm of pain and misery, torment, torture. I was watching this video yesterday of this young man, these two young men. They were in the subway system, and I believe it was New York, but I can't be sure, of course. And they were in the subway, and the friend pointed and said, "Hey, there's your train." This boy ran back, ran up, did a flip over the jumped over the tracks, made a flip, never touched the ground with his hands, and was there waiting when the subway doors opened. And then he just went right in and sat down. And I said, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. You know, faith. Faith. So it is 21 minutes and I'm almost to my destination. And you can see it's smoke the whole way. Which looks like old California, you know, smog. That's it. That's it. Smog. Remember California smog back in the day? It was coming from the vehicles. From the additives that they were putting in the gas to make the gasoline stretch. Cheating people, really. I hope I didn't miss my turn. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I did miss my turn, but that's okay. So, anyway, oh, no, I didn't. This is so crazy, y'all, with the smog and stuff. I just don't know. Okay, yeah, I did miss it. Okay. So do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in God? Most of the people who really talk to me the most are atheists, you know? I had somebody from Florida who told me, I'm so sick of your God crap. And I'm like, why do you keep reading my God crap then? Stop reading it. Go to Atheists of America. You know, send them a check over in Texas. You know, why are you reading my stuff anyway? Don't read it. Stop following me. But I guess what they're expecting me to go through an incredible hardship where I will lose faith in God. And that's because they don't listen to my channel and they don't know my journey. They don't know how God has carried me through so much. They don't know. And if you follow my channel, if you are a subscriber, if you've been watching my videos, then you know it's a lot. And most of the stuff I haven't even put on here. I have not said it. I have not said it. You know, I have a lot of content on my channel, but there's so much more that's not on there, you know? And it's not on there because, number one, a lot of people who remember me, I don't remember them. They were completely irrelevant in my life. I don't remember them at all. But they have recollections of me. I just figured that out this week, and that's because somebody told me. I'm like, no, none of that is true. But in their mind, they really felt like it was, and it so wasn't. That amazes me, you know? I don't know if it's wishful thinking or what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. But people seem to do that a lot when it comes to me. You know? People I don't know swear up and down that they know me. People I've never had experiences with swear up and down that they've had experiences with me, and they haven't. You would be surprised at how many drug users I know, jig heads and winos, who have a story about me. It's so funny because they don't support any of my projects. Not one. I get a list of who buys my books and things like that. I know how many subscribers I have and where they're located. And it's not a ancient Chinese secret, you know? And I was listening to David Banner last night, and he was saying how, oh, you know, now my family is supporting me, even my cousins. And I was like, well, that ain't nothing to be happy about. You need the people to believe in you and support you right out the gate. Those are the ones that are so important. That's why, you know, my subscribers, you guys mean so much to me. Except for one, because I know he's a stalker. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of stalkers, but they've been stalking me from the very beginning. They've been stalking me from the very beginning, hunty. You know? Okay. So it's taking me a little bit longer, but I'm going to get off of here now. Leave comments below, and I will talk to y'all later. Like this video, share this video. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, okay? Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye.